Hi, my name's Michaela, and I'm going to be talking to you today about my strategy for public speaking. I'm going to tell you about how I went from being a shy, quiet, introverted girl to being able to stand up and speak in front of a group of 100 people. I was always shy. I recall at high school the local TV company wanted students to participate in a show, so came to the school to conduct interviews. Everybody had 5 minutes in front of the camera while the whole class was watching. I can't remember what I said, but I can very clearly remember the anxiety that I felt and the way my face went bright red. Needless to say, I wasn't the one that was picked. Since that time, I've had to deliver speeches in front of audiences for my work on numerous occasions, and I've developed a strategy to help me with that. I call it minding my P's and Q's. And yes, it means being on my very best behaviour, but it also refers to the 4 key pillars of my strategy: preparation, practice, making peace, and being ready for questions. Let me tell you how they work. Preparation is critical for me as it gives me confidence. If I don't have that, the cracks start to show. My heart races, my temperature rises, my face goes red, and I start to tank. The way that I prepare is first by brainstorming. What's the purpose? Who's the audience? And what are the key messages I'm trying to get across? I take down all of my ideas in one place in a scattergun approach and then organize the chaos later. Next, I want to make sure that I know my subject. If I don't know what I'm talking about, it's a surefire recipe for disaster. Once the preparation has been done, the next step is practice. Everybody knows the saying that practice makes perfect, and while I'm not sure if it's possible to be perfect at public speaking, definitely practice will improve your performance over time. I practice by reading my speech aloud, reading it to another person, or even recording myself. I also like to practice speaking in public when possible. You know the situation when you're at the conference, you're in the breakout group, then you have to go back and somebody from the group has to present your ideas to the main group. Volunteer to be that person. Practice when you can. Perhaps the hardest part of my strategy for me is the peace. You have to make peace with the fact that you're going to be the center of attention for however long your speech is. You're going to do this, it's going to be painful, but it will be over. And actually, once the tension has been released and the speech is over, if it's gone well, it can be quite a gratifying feeling. I try to find peace by making sure I have plenty of time to get ready, plenty of time to breathe, relax, and calm my mind. And I tell myself, start. One step in front of the other, walk out onto the stage and start. Starting is the hardest part. Once you've started, it's easier after that. Once the speech is over, you come to the questions. If you're lucky, you won't have any, but it's always good to anticipate questions. It helps to keep your confidence and make sure that you finish strongly. You don't want to give an amazing speech and then stand there like a dummy at the end because you can't answer the questions. You don't want to run the risk of losing the importance of your message. I like to put myself in the audience's shoes. Look at my content from their perspective. What are they likely to want to know? What are they likely to ask? Also, I'll ask a colleague to review my content, see if they can come up with any new questions that might be asked. These 4 steps have been invaluable to me to getting me into a place where I'm now somewhat comfortable with speaking in public. Public speaking doesn't come natural, and it's not something that should be left to chance. That shy girl who blushed in front of the camera, she's still there, but with an effective strategy, she doesn't get the chance to come out. And finally, I'd say to you that from my experiences over the years, the pain of speaking in public eventually numbs. And you can do it too. Thank you.